Spreading light and hope for patients and families dealing with blood cancer. This week, the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society's Light the Night returns to Yateman's Cove. It supports research, patient support, and the overall goal of ending blood cancer. And our own Allison Rogers will, of course, be there to support. And here to tell us more right now is Kate Schroeder. She's the Light the Night Walk Chair and a blood cancer survivor yourself. Kate, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, glad to see you again. Talk to us, if you don't mind sharing your experience with blood cancer.
Yeah, so I'm in my mid-40s now, and in my early 30s, I had one of those moments in life when your whole world turns upside down. I had noticed grape-like lumps on my right clavicle, and I had the flu, and I thought, oh, swollen lymph nodes, thought nothing of it. I actually showed my dad. I came home for Thanksgiving a few weeks later. My dad was an oncologist. And I was like, what do you think of these lumps? The flu had gone. And he said, Kate, this is the classic presentation of lymphoma. And I didn't believe him at first, you know, and but he was right. My scans confirmed I had Hodgkin's lymphoma, and I'd have to go through 4 months of chemo to have any chance of beating it. And everything changes. You know, I think a lot of the folks that will be there Thursday have these same experiences where you have an A-B moment. Like, after this day, your life is not the same as it was before. And everything that you were stressed about evaporates, and it becomes about surviving.
Thank God your dad was an oncologist.
I mean,
because I would have thought the same thing. I know it's just a little bit something left over from the flu.
Well, now I'm wondering, what was his reaction as a father and a doctor? I mean, that must have been tough.
He was a very non-alarmist person, but he followed up with me every day over Thanksgiving break to be like, this is what you have to do. You have to get a CT scan. And he convinced me that that it was urgent. But he was there for me throughout all of it. And I mean, that's part of what Light the Night is about. It's about everybody who's been touched by a blood cancer, whether in remembrance, whether yourself or someone you support, and coming together to say, you know, this is bigger than any of us, and we support each other through this.
Let's talk about that, Kate. How did you become involved with the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society?
I did so one of the interesting things is I wasn't sure I'd be able to become a parent because chemo puts you into menopause. And so one of the biggest gifts for me was in life that I was able to even become, not only survive, but become a mom. And I have a 9 and 11-year-old. And at my 10-year anniversary of Hodgkin's, I got involved in Light the Night as a way of giving back. At first, I was just dealing with young kids and trying to survive. But then now that at the 10 years, which is 3 years ago now, I got involved. And so it's such a special way to share that, not just with the community, but with my kids as well, and help them understand why this is so important.
So grateful and thankful that you're a survivor, because sadly, as we know, too many people aren't. So talk to us a little bit about what people can expect with Light the Night this year.
So usually there's about 5,000 people down there at Yateman's Cove. It starts at 5:30. It's like a festival. It's very fun for kids. There's a kids zone, there's food trucks, there's music, and then there's a program at 7:30 that's very inspiring. I say I'm juicy. I usually get a little emotional, but it's short. And then we take a 1.5-mile walk over the river and back. Ends by 8:30, so people with kids can get them in bed. And Dr. Bird will be there, who's one of the leading leukemia specialists in the whole country, who's here in Cincinnati at UC.
Well,
yeah. What an amazing story. I think that's what both of us are going to say, and just such a great testimony.
Yeah.
All right, Kate, thanks so much for being here with us and sharing that. And Light the Night is happening Thursday at Yateman's Cove. It's opening at 5:30 with an inspiring program set to start around 7:30. You can find more information and sign up at lightthenight.org/Ohio. Kate, thanks again.
Thank you.
Yeah, so glad you could join us on the couch and share your story, and appreciate you and all that you continue to do to spread the message. Of course, our Allison Rogers will also be out there with you kicking things off. All right.